We are coordinating the environmental NGO platforms of Turkey and also Renewable Energy Association of Turkey, which I am leading, is a member of this structure. So what we are really trying to do, we support or we try to understand the problems of environmental and ecology and energy related problems in Turkey. And if we are missing some information, we are taking the support of university professors who are more knowledge on this. That's the way I have become involved in this structure. People ask me to tell something about energy efficiency, energy problems and energy solutions. So that's way at this stage when coal became obsolete since 1978 in the world. Nuclear became obsolete in 1978 all over the world, and since 1978 no new nuclear power plants were ordered, and beginning with 1990 we have seen that with COP meetings and United Nations efforts, we know that burning fossil fuels on Earth is not good for the health of the world and for else.
So what are the advantages of renewable energy for Turkey?
The renewable energy became a solution after petroleum crisis, 1970s. In a panic, the world tried to find a solution using nuclear waste heat from weapon production facilities. But in 1978, it was seen that it's no use. So after 1978, industrialized countries noticed that external costs of fossil fuels, conventional technologies, are really becoming high. So they have noticed that renewable energy is everywhere. I mean, sun without cost. Sun is everywhere, reaching everybody, and makes everybody free from the central power plants, and also you don't need to kill anybody when you use renewable energy, and it provides local employment. So these benefits seen, and calculating the externalities of conventional technologies, industrialized countries started to support more renewable energy with feed-in tariffs, etc. I mean, they paid more than the grid cost of electricity, thanks to them. So the technology developed. I mean, resource was available, today is available, and will be available in the future free of charge. The missing thing was the technology. I mean, renewable energy technologies converting themselves to renewable energy sources to electricity and process heat for heating, cooling, and using the appliances. So with these efforts of industrialized countries, mainly USA, European countries, European Commission and their support, and International Energy Agency of OECD, the technologies are developed. Now we have technologies available, and resource was there. And last week we have learned from the USA Ministry of Energy, MONITS, declared that the clean energy revolution started. This means that PV on roof, PV utility scale, and wind on land, LED lighting, and electrical vehicles are the cheapest option when you compare with alternatives. So resource was there, technology developed, and it's the cheapest. So now we need only decision makers who are on the solution side to go further.
Are we going to get that at COP21?
Sorry?
Are we going to get those decisions at COP21?
We are expecting this, but there are some barriers because people are not willing to internalize the externalities, which was done in 1993 by two gentlemen, environmental economics, which is from David Pease from UK. The other one is from Germany. They calculate the external costs. That's why this support came. So today, our suggestion as civil society, external costs must be calculated, all human activities, so that you can differentiate from the bad and the ugly. Otherwise, if you don't separate solution from the problem, if you say I smoke and not smoke at the same time, it doesn't work. So we should quit smoking and go in the direction of the solution. And for this, the role of civil society is important. I mean, it's not like taking a decision, making a big power plant, and you don't need to tell anything to anybody. But with renewable energy, it's everywhere. We say high entropy fuel. So it is with the people in the cities. So if you want to deal with the nature and put some technology in the middle of the nature, you understand the constraints of the nature. So if you see that there is a constraint coming other than you from something else, you become more democratic. So that's why we say ecological societies and democratic societies can be created only by using proper renewable energy technologies, and the community power is important. I mean, the people should own the renewable energy technologies, so that they could benefit from it, and the solution can be a long-lasting solution. Otherwise, you want to the trap of problems again. So the most important thing, I think, to separate problem from the solution and turn your face to the solution and do whatever is necessary. And for renewable energy to be a solution, we need two things. Since a distributed nature, we produce everywhere and we use everywhere. So we need a smart grid structure first. And final thing, we need to free the solution from the problem. To free the solution, renewable energy from fossil fuels, we need to store renewable energy when there is no wind, to the point when there is wind again. So that's the most important thing. And as Renewable Energy Association of Europe, we have initiated 10 years ago International Renewable Energy Storage Conference. Now it is cheaper to store, and house scale and utility scale. So we are hopeful for the future. So community power for economic democratic societies with the participation of citizens. That's why we can have a permanent solution to energy problem.
Thanks very much. Cheers.